What's up guys, and welcome back. Today we're going to be doing a little makeup tutorial on the look that you're seeing on my face right now. I really just wanted to show you guys the look that I've been wearing basically every single day for the summertime currently. Like, it's my current go-to look is what I'm trying to say. It's a very quick and easy look to do, and I really feel like it gives just like a super glowy and fresh appearance to the skin, which I'm completely obsessed with. This look is really all about glow and gloss, which are my two favorite things. So what can be better? Also, a portion of today's video is in partnership with Benefit, which is so cool. I'm gonna be talking about two of their brow products, which I have been using for years. So I hope you guys are going to like today's video. Let me know some of your go-to products that you have in your routine right now. Are they similar to mine? Are they completely different? Just let me know down below. Of course, give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you wanna join the fam, because the fam is, yeah, the fam's pretty great. So without further ado, let's get into the tutorial. Okay, so I'm first going to put on my SPF. This is my Josie Maran Broad Spectrum SPF 47, which is very specific, might I add. And I'm just going to put this all over my face. I finally got the pump to work, by the way. If you saw, what was it? Testing my subscribers' favorite summer makeup, I think. I could not get the frickin' pump to work. It resulted in a lot of extra sunscreen on my face, but I finally got it to work. So I'm just gonna put quite a bit of this stuff all over my face. This product, I've realized, it looks really scary when you first put it on. You're like, holy shit, this is not gonna rub in and I'm gonna have a white cast on my face for the whole entire day. But you just gotta continue to like work it into the skin and it will totally sink in. It sort of gives my skin like a very hydrated and, I'm so sorry, but moist finish, and it just makes like the products that I put on top sit really nicely. And of course it protects your skin, so what more can I ask for? So next up for my foundation, I'm gonna be taking my Nude6 Nudies Tinted Blur Stick. And I say foundation very lightly because this is not really a foundation. It's definitely more of just like a skin tint. It sort of just evens out your skin tone. It doesn't provide a lot of coverage like at all. So if you are a full coverage queen, I would stay far away from this product because it doesn't give a lot of coverage. But if you like really natural skin products, then you would probably really like this. But I find with this product, I get like two very different experiences depending on how I prep my skin. If I do not prep my skin properly, I will not like the way this product performs. But if I make sure that my skin is really hydrated before putting this on, then it goes on so beautifully and wears amazingly throughout the day. But if I don't, like, it just doesn't look good. It looks a little bit too dry. So if you do have dry skin, I would recommend really prepping your skin with a lot of like moisturizer and base products. Basically drew that all over my face. I'm now gonna go into my MAC Fix Plus and spray my face with this product. This is something that I've been doing specifically with this like foundation routine, and I find that it just makes the product blend and melt into the skin so nicely. So now I'm just going into my Morphe G36 and I'm just gonna pat this in. And it blends in super nicely. The fact that I went on camera with curly hair is honestly making me so uncomfortable and nervous because I never ever go on camera with curly hair. I think I've only done that once. I have been trying to embrace my natural curls recently because I am sick of styling them, and I feel like it's been probably over a decade of me just fighting against my curls, straightening them all the time, and just really hating my natural hair. And I think it's time for me to accept it. I feel like people with curly hair could probably feel me on this. I remember a very specific moment in my early adolescence that completely turned me off from wearing my hair curly like ever again. There was one day, I think it was in grade 7, where I had let my hair dry naturally and I actually liked the way it looked. I was actually really excited about it because it was the first time that I had liked the way my natural hair looked in a really long time. And then first period, a girl came up to me and was like, oh my God, Jamie, so-and-so says you look like a poodle with your hair like that. It was so humiliating and it made me absolutely hate my hair even more. I was so embarrassed. So that's my traumatic curly hair story. I hope you guys enjoyed that. So for my concealer, I'm gonna be taking my NARS Soft Matte in Creme Brulee. This has been my current go-to. It's either been this or my Tom Ford concealing pen, but you guys know they don't make that concealing pen anymore, so I'm savoring every last drop, so I don't like to use it too often, really only on special occasions. So I've also been using this NARS Soft Matte. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of the product and just put that right underneath my eye. Also on the inner corner of my eye to get rid of any darkness. There are definitely some areas on my face where I feel like I need just a little bit more coverage. And normally that's like around like my cheek area and on my nose and chin. So I'm just making sure to apply a little bit more concealer in those areas. For my bronzer, I'm taking my Nude Sticks Bondi Bay and I just basically tap it in like my cheekbone area and on my temples. Now I'm gonna go into the same brush that I used to apply my foundation and I'm just going to blend it out by tapping it and swiping it. And this gives just the most beautiful, natural looking bronzed look. This is one of my all-time favorite bronzer products ever. If you are looking for a good cream bronzer, look no further. You could see like how easily that just blended out into the skin. It's a super creamy product. I have actually been contouring a little bit. I don't usually, especially for every day, but I have been using this cream product from Fenty in the shade Amber, and I've been really liking it because it's so quick and so easy to apply that I feel like it's like not that big of a deal to use, even if I'm in a bit of a rush. So I'm just putting that in the hollows of my cheeks, and I also like to put this product on my nose to contour a bit. I really like very cool tone products if I am going to contour my nose because I find it just looks the most natural. So I'm putting that on the tip of my nose and then just a little bit on the bridge. And then going in with the same brush that I used for my concealer and just patting out that contour on the nose. Make sure it's nicely buffed out so that there are no harsh lines, especially for every day. You do not want a harsh nose contour because in the bright daylight, it is obvious. It really is. I'm also gonna just use the same brush for the contour and just make sure that when I blend it, that I'm blending it upwards and not downwards. Because if I start to blend it downwards, it's gonna literally make my face look droopy. And I wanna keep the color nice and high so that my face looks lifted and chiseled, which is the whole point of a contour product anyway. And then I'm just gonna go in with my bigger brush that I used to blend out that bronzer and just go over that to make sure it's nice and soft. So for my blush, I'm taking my Cloud Paint from Glossier in the shade Dusk. It's a really, really pretty peachy color. Like I said, I have been using creams literally all over my face, and that goes for blush as well. So I just put a tiny bit on the back of my hand, and I'm just going to dot this on my cheeks. You need such a small amount with this product. And I'm just gonna start to blend this out with my finger. What I really, really like about the Glossier Cloud Paints is that you can very, very easily blend these out with your fingers because they are a little bit more on the liquidy side. And this color is really great if you want like more of a neutral looking blush that's not too pink or rosy, that just sort of adds a little bit of color to your cheeks, but is a little bit bronzier than like your typical rosy blush. So the only powder product that I'm going to sweep on my face is this from Becca. So this is the Becca Gradient Sunlit Bronzer in Sunrise Waves. It's a really, really beautiful, very, very glowy bronzer, just to sort of give my skin even more of a glow. And it will also make for like a very, very long wearing look as well. When you lay your powders on top of creams, it sets them down and it will lock them in for the rest of the day. Of course, you could put creams on by themselves and they'll look great, but they will fade a little bit throughout the day, which is fine. But if you want something a little bit more long wearing, even more long wearing than just putting on powder, then I would definitely layer. This is going to go down as probably my most used highlighter in the summertime. It's a Lancome Custom Strobing Drops in the shade Champagne Glow. If you want a highlighter that just makes you look glossy and glowy without it actually looking like you're wearing a highlighter, it has no sparkle in it, but it's really, really intensely glowy. And look at that. I'm also gonna put some on the top of my lip and above my brow. And now I look very sweaty. Now for my brows, I usually do my brows off camera, but today I'm gonna be doing them on camera so you guys can actually see what my routine has been lately. It's been very, very simple because I've been really enjoying more of like a natural brow lately. So I do very little filling in, and this product over here really does most of the work for me. So I feel like it sort of cuts the time of me doing my brows in half anyway. So this is the Benefit Gimme Brow. And what's really nice about the Gimme Brow is that it basically adds fibers to your brows. So it sort of fills them in without you having to fill them in, and it's just a super quick and easy product to use. So on very lazy days, I will literally just put this on my brows and that's it. But today I'm gonna show you what I do when I want my brows to look just a little bit more precise. So today I'm using the shade number 3 in the Gimme Brow, which is a nice dark brown. I'm just going to start to fluff this through my brows, flicking the product upwards. And it's also gonna give the illusion that they're thicker and a little bit more dense. I also really like that the little applicator is super small and precise, so it doesn't go everywhere all over my face when I'm trying to apply it. I'm actually really able to control exactly where the product is going. So this is the Benefit Ka-Brow, and what's really nice about the Ka-Brow also is that you have the brush in the actual cap, so you don't need to like try and find a brush when you are doing your brows. That's always like the most annoying thing ever. So it's just really convenient that it is in the cap. I'm just gonna take like the smallest amount of product. I think that's really the trick for pomades. You don't wanna go in with a ton of product because then it's just going to make your brows look very, very, very intense. You also want to use a pretty light hand with a pomade. So what I'm doing is I'm just sort of like flicking in small hair-like strokes where I feel like I need it. So just like the areas that are a little bit more sparse and that I want a little bit more defined. So that's like the arch of my brow and you're like the tail. So there you go, brows are done. Super quick, super easy, but it gives like a beautiful effect. All right guys, so we're almost done. I'm gonna do a very quick eye look. This is probably the quickest eye look that you could possibly do, and that is by using one eyeshadow all over the lid with your finger. Doesn't get easier than that. So lately I've been using this Makeup Forever Starlit powder in the shade number 10, and this is such a pretty pinky gold shade. It almost looks like NARS Orgasm, just like ground up in a shadow form. And then I'm just going to work this product onto my lid. Literally just swipe it from the inner corner to the outer corner. So it's different than like a typical champagne eyeshadow, and I find that the pink really does like warm up the lids and it just adds like a little bit of an extra something. All right, next up for the lashes. Now I have been curling my lashes lately. I almost never used to curl my lashes just because I always felt like I didn't have to. I don't know what's going on though, you guys. I really feel like my lashes are so much thinner and less dense than what they used to be. I don't know if it's because I'm stressed or something's going on, but I really feel like my lashes are not as nice as what they used to be. Oh, before I forget, I am actually going to just very quickly set my under eyes with a little bit of powder. I'm just taking some of my Hourglass Veil. This is my favorite powder currently. Whenever I apply mascara and I don't set underneath my eyes, my mascara smudges a lot more. That's a little trick that I have to stop my mascara from smudging as much. So for my mascara, I'm gonna be using my Milk Kush mascara. I do really like this product. It's not my favorite mascara I've ever tried, but I think it's a really nice one. It makes my lashes look good and it's also pretty long wearing, like it doesn't smudge on me. So to finish off the look, we're going to do the lips. I have been wearing this 3 lip combo lately. So first I've been lining my lips with this Bite Lip Pencil in 36. I have been overlining my bottom lip a little bit more than usual lately, just in the center. I've literally been going like on my skin, which is not usually what I do. I normally just like stick to the actual line of my lips, but I find it to be really, really flattering and looking good, so that's what I've been doing lately. And now for my lipstick, I'm taking my YSL Rouge Volupté Shine in the shade 74. It's a really pretty coral. Now when I first apply this, it looks a little bit intense, you're gonna see. I take my finger and I sort of just like rub it into my lips. And then I go in with my Fenty Gloss Bomb and I go over that. And it makes it like the most perfect, glossy, everyday color. So pretty. Like this is literally just like the juiciest lip combo. So guys, that finishes off today's look. I really hope that you enjoyed it and let me know if you end up trying it out. If you do and you wanna send me a picture, I wouldn't say no. Send one to me. I love seeing your recreations. Send it to me on Twitter, on Instagram, wherever you feel most comfortable because I would really love to see your little glowing faces. That's it, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.